Welcome to the part 4 of the Azure Site Recovery series. In this video, we will explore the concept of replication policies, a critical configuration in Azure Site Recovery that governs how your data is replicated, retained, and recovered during disaster. Replication policies define key parameters such as recovery point objective, retention period, and snapshot type, ensuring your disaster recovery strategy aligns with business continuity requirement. We will also build on the previous video in this series. In a part 2, we set up the ASR fabric representing the source and target regions. In a part 3, we created protection containers within this fabric to group and manage replicated resources. Today we will create and assign a replication policy to those protection containers to complete this part of configuration. Now let's talk about what is a replication policy. A replication policy is a set of configuration that dictate how data is replicated and managed for protected resources, such as virtual machines. This policy ensures that your workloads are always recoverable while maintaining compliance with your recovery objective. Let's break down the key components. The key component of a replication policy are recovery point objective, we call it as RPO. The RPO defines the maximum allowable data loss in terms of time. For instance, an RPO of 15 minutes ensures that no more than 15 minutes of data is lost in the event of disaster. Recovery point retention. Retention specifies how long recovery points are stored. For example, you might retain recovery points for 24 hours to enable rollback to a specific time if needed. Replication frequency. This determines how often data is replicated. Common frequencies include every 30 seconds, every 5 minutes, or every 15 minutes, depending on criticality of the workload. Application consistent snapshot. These snapshots ensure that data integrity is maintained for transactional systems like databases by capturing the application state along with the data. Crash consistent snapshot. Faster and simpler. These snapshots capture data at specific point in a time without application context, suitable for less critical workloads. Initial replication setting. These settings control how the initial replication is performed, either over the network or using offline seeding for large datasets. To create the replication policy, we need to run this script. Let me execute this script and I will walk through each step. So by the time this script is running, let's talk about the first step. The first step is to create a replication policy in a recovery service vault. This policy defines the RPO, retention period, and snapshot type. The scripts use the new AZ Recovery Services ASR policy command to create the policy. The recovery point retention in hours parameter is set to 24 hours, and application consistent snapshot frequency in hours is set to 4. That ensures the application consistent snapshots are taken every 4 hours. The next step the script will do is, once the policy creation job is initiated, the script monitors its status to ensure it completes successfully. This is the same approach we discussed in a part 2, where we used a loop to check the job state and pause briefly until the job finished. This logic ensures that the script waits until the application policy creation job completes successfully. If the job fails, an alert is raised. The next step is, if the job fails, an alert is raised. For a detailed walkthrough of this logic, refer a part 2 of this series, where we discuss the job monitoring process in depth. And the last step, this one, is after the job completes, the script retrieves the detail of newly created policy for a verification and assignment. The Get AG Recovery Services ASR policy commands fetch the detail of created policy, which can be used assigned to the protection container. So that's it for now. In this video, we explore the concept of replication policies and their role in Azure Site Recovery. We discussed their key components, introducing RPO, retention and snapshot, and walked through the creating of replication policy. In the next video, part 5, we will focus on creating protection container mappings. This involves linking the source protection container with the target container and enabling VM replication. We will also demonstrate how to validate your disaster recovery plan with the test failovers. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe for more videos in the Azure Site Recovery series.